Hey guys, Justin again, MBKFA and Jackson Kayak. Just wanted to do a little short video on some of my favorite wintertime trout lures. I know a lot of guys in the club, especially with this little challenge coming up with the Miradyne, have talked about plugs and twitch baits, those types of things, and their use in wintertime trout fishing. So I'm just going to show you guys a couple of my favorites. So I'm going to do this real quick, and here we go. So this one right here is a Paul Brown soft dine. This bait right here has seen a lot of action, and I don't know if you can see up close, but see how all the little plastic is torn up all over the place. It has been toothed to death. This is about a 2-year-old lure now, and as you can tell, it is still, I think I might have changed the hooks on it, but other than that, this is still kicking really well. The first fish out of the year at Mayday Park. This is the lure that I caught most of my fish on when I limited out, right there around the Daphne piling. So anyways, that is a really good slow sinking twitch bait, and you will see a theme. That is the go-to thing, is twitch bait, twitch bait, twitch bait. If you don't know how to work them, hopefully I can get a video on how to do that. And the secret retrieve, maybe I can show you guys some of that as well. This is a new one that I'm going to be trying out this year. It's still brand new, just out of the box. This is made by Yozuri, and I don't even know the actual name of it, but it is a slow sinking twitch bait, and it very much mimics a mullet, which is the primary forage of the big trout during the winter time. This bait is actually a good size. It's probably about 4 inches long. It's but it looks like it's going to do some good. It's got a little rattle to it. All right, then we're getting into some stuff that I catch fish on a lot. Before we do that one, this right here is this particular color is a brand new model. This is an Unfair Lures Arrowhead. These are actually very good. Again, twitch bait with the rattles. These, when they sink down, will actually hit the bottom, and they will not fall over on their sides. They're actually really good at sitting upright, so that when you twitch them, you're not going to foul up on the bottom and do any weird stuff. But they are really good on redfish, especially if you can get any gold type colors. But I catch a lot of trout on them as well. Then we've got Paul Brown Fat Boy. All right, and any of you who are familiar with the Paul Brown series and the Fat Boy, you will notice that this is not exactly how they come out of the package. There are some little tricks. They do have a through wire construction, and you'll see there how I have the tail section is actually bent down just a little bit, gives it a little bit of a better action, where it rolls up on its side when you twitch it, and then it sinks back down. But that little modification, this is a big trout bait. If you're going for big trout, you're not going to get very many hits on this thing, but I will tell you that when you do, it's going to be a good fish. And we've got Unfair Dinkum Mullet. This is the 90 millimeter slow sinking model, and again, mullet twitch bait. You got a rattle. These you don't have to do very much at all. These almost do the work for you. You just retrieve it straight, and because of the shape is actually from a cast of a mullet, these things do really well with a straight retrieve and then the occasional twitch. Then we've got, of course, everybody knows, Rip and Slash Chartreuse pearl body, my favorite color for wintertime fishing in that clear water. This thing has caught so many fish. These baits are unbelievable. And one day we'll have to do a Rip and Slash versus Miradyne. Just a little friendly competition, just to see how well they compete against each other in the same spot, in the same hole, and just a couple of guys next to each other, one throwing one bait and one throwing the other, and see who outfishes the other. Maybe. All right, then, actually, I have found a little lure here that, believe it or not, doesn't look like much. This right here is the Pee-wee minnow from Unfair Lures. It is a sinking bait. It has a lip, like a little, almost like a little crankbait, like you're fishing for bass. But these things, surprisingly, when the trout, if you know that they are in the area and will not, for some reason, either they're short striking, they're just barely love tapping your twitch baits, these things sink down, and when you twitch them, instead of diving up or twitching up like most of these twitch baits do, then I've got it to where this is actually, because of the lip, will dive down and it'll hit the bottom, and you just keep twitching it until it'll hit the bottom, and then after it's done, it'll just kind of sit, and then you twitch it again, and it'll repeat that process. But it's got a little, I think just a solid BB in there, one of them, and it seems to be a producer when nothing else is working. And as you can see, that's a pretty small little lure there. And just for reference, show you, hooking myself. You can see right there, it's even smaller than the Rip'n Slash 70, so it's a very, very little lure. So anyways, that's my little collection of winter baits right there. Any of those will catch fish. You just have to know the right times. Oh, I did forget one. This one right here is a new one to my collection, made by Rapala. It is a suspending bait. This is actually one that you twitch down and it will stay pretty close to where it twitched to, and it won't go up or down in the water column, except maybe just a little bit. But really, really good bait for very sluggish fish that won't hit. But anyways, that is it. Hopefully soon, like I said, I can work on my secret retrieve video and share it with anybody who's interested. But till now, hope that is a good bit of information if anybody's looking for baits to use. Thanks.